It's the fear of failing, or the fear of judgment, or even the fear of success. Whatever it is, I want you to face it. Really see it for what it is, because the longer you avoid it, the more power it has over you. And here's the thing, that weak version of yourself is sneaky. It doesn't show up waving a red flag saying, "Hey, I'm here to hold you back." No, it's much more subtle than that. It disguises itself as procrastination, as doubt, as busyness. It convinces you that you're too tired, or too busy, or that now just isn't the right time. It whispers lies like you're not good enough, or what if you fail? And before you know it, you're stuck spinning your wheels, living the same day over and over again, all because you let that weak version of yourself take the wheel. But here's the good news. Just as that weaker version of you exists, so does the stronger one. The version of you that's confident, disciplined, focused, the version of you that's capable of overcoming challenges, of pushing through fear, of creating the life you want, and the difference between those two versions of yourself. It's choice every single day. You have a choice about which version of yourself you're going to feed, which version you're going to listen to. So let's talk about what it really takes to recognize that weaker version of yourself and take your power back. It starts with awareness. You can't change what you're not aware of. So I want you to start paying attention. Pay attention to your thoughts, your habits, your excuses. Notice when you're holding back. Notice when you're talking yourself out of something. You should be doing notice when you're choosing comfort over growth. For example, think about your daily habits. Are they moving you closer to your goals, or are they keeping you stuck? When you wake up in the morning, are you hitting snooze because it's easier, or are you getting up and taking charge of your day? When you have a free moment, are you using it to learn, to grow, to take action? Or are you scrolling through your phone, wasting time? These small choices might not seem like a big deal in the moment. They're either strengthening the weak version of yourself or the strong one. And let's talk about your self-talk, because that's where the weak version of yourself loves to hide. What are you saying to yourself on a daily basis? Are you lifting yourself up, or are you tearing yourself down? Are you telling yourself you can do this, or are you listing all the reasons why you can't? Because here's the truth. Whatever you tell yourself, you're going to believe. So if you've been letting that weak version of yourself dominate your inner dialogue, it's time to change the narrative. It's time to start telling yourself the truth, that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you have what it takes. But awareness is just the first step. Once you recognize that weaker version of yourself, you have to decide that you're not going to let it win. And that decision, it's not a one-time thing. It's a decision you have to make every single day. Because that weak version of yourself isn't going to just disappear. It's always going to be there, waiting for you to let your guard down. But every time you choose to rise above it, every time you choose to take action, in spite of it, you weaken its grip on you. You prove to yourself that you're stronger. Now I want you to imagine something. Picture the life you want to live. Really picture it. The goals you want to achieve, the person you want to become, the impact you want to make. Now ask yourself, is the version of you that you're being today capable of creating that life? If the answer is no, then it's time to step up. It's time to let that stronger version of yourself take the lead. And here's the thing. It's not going to be easy. Change never is. But it's worth it. Because the alternative, staying stuck, letting that weaker version of yourself dictate your life, waking up one day filled with regret for the things you didn't do, the chances you didn't take, the person you didn't become, that's a far greater price to pay. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep letting that weak version of yourself call the shots? Or are you going to take control? Are you going to keep making excuses? Or are you going to start taking action? Because the choice is yours. No one else can make it for you. And the best part, the moment you decide, the moment you commit to recognizing that weaker version of yourself and refusing to let it win, that's the moment everything starts to change. You have so much potential inside of you. You have so much strength, so much courage, so much power. But it's up to you to tap into it. It's up to you to decide that the weak version of yourself doesn't get to define you anymore. So start today. Start right now. Recognize that weak version of yourself and then make the choice to rise above it. Because the life you want is waiting for you, and you're